All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakodash, that belongs to our apostles and the elder bishops and bishops of the great millstone who teach, guide, and rule well. And greetings, salutations, blessings, and much love unto you, hopeful elect out there, you men and women who have changed your lives towards righteousness, that you may be found worthy, Lord willing, in the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, and escape judgment in these last dark and evil days. Shalom unto you. All right, your brother Shaquat here. Quick video. Not much to it. But it is just another telltale sign. Now, as I was going to relate this to, let me see if I could even bring that up. Bear with me 1 second. All right, as I was going to relate it, as I was saying, to this video on the Black Mirror series. It's an analysis of it by Harry's Moving Media. All right. Lord willing, I'll remember to put the link in the description. If not, just Google that or look it up on YouTube. You know, you'll come into it. And it goes into the scenario of people being chipped, but also, and this was from like 2016 or something like that, but it also shows you what's going on in today's times as well, and how this technocracy and what's the other word I wanted, and surveillance society that we now live in can be detrimental. Now, people have found out that this isn't good. All right, so let me.
This never really took off, considering the large opposition to the Bush administration's invasion of the.
All right, so they talk about a lot of different situations in this video. I just wanted to get to the.
And the phony advertisements and news stories that would come with it. Now, of course, this idea of chip.
Yep, showing you that it's real. ABC. Okay, pioneers in a brave new world. We've seen this footage, if you've been paying attention, over the past, 10, 15 years, okay? And then more so in these later times. Well, people are getting used to what's going on, should I say, okay? But this episode of Black Mirror is an excellent episode. It's called The Entire History of You, as well as Harry's Moving Media is a great breakdown to give you the basics on what the CHIP Charagma from Revelation the 13th chapter, which I will read, Lord willing, is all about. Now, come on now. So when I uploaded his whole video from Harry's, but of course they took it down. I'm not trying to monetize it, just using it as fair use, but YouTube was going to do what they do, so I'll just add this into it. So I looked up the word technocracy, the definition, just the dictionary Oxford Languages on Google, right? So the government or control of society or industry by an elite of technical experts. And that's what we see. Bill Gates being one of those, okay? I'm just going to use the names, right? So whatever. And we know all these other entities, these elite banking families, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, all of them, man, okay? You can look up who secretly runs the world. There's a bunch of stuff you can look up for that, right? Okay, so what I want to get to, though, is this. Let's see a second. I have an article here from a couple weeks ago, which is from the U.S. Sun. It says micromanagement. This is tech and news tech, right? It says outrage sparked over companies requiring employees to be microchipped, with officials calling to make it a felony, right? Now, that's wonderful. It should be a felony if you believe in this society and things are, because, this is an outrage to have this put in your body and then forcing you to do it, requiring you to do it, okay? Which the scripture says, which I'll read now, Revelation chapter 13. Revelation chapter 13, I'll start at verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And that's why I like looking at this Black Mirror, and you can get quickly educated in an entertaining way about how the image of this beast will run. And it's based in the UK, so we know the UK is part of that beast system, okay? And that system, is through technology, have created a technocracy where they can rule like a democracy, but they can rule, or aristocracy anyway, they can rule it from a technological standpoint, all right? That's why I looked the word up. And from there, they can control the people completely, okay, with a charagma or an implant, or as the scriptures say, M-A-R-K in there, all right, M-O-T-B. All right, so I'll keep reading. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you'll see this throughout it's a recurring theme throughout all of the Black Mirror shows. And then as well as the benefits of that technology, you know, the strong delusions they'll be able to give you, and the benefits and this and that, they'll have all of that involved as well, but it will be an oppressive society. Okay, how do you know? Because verse 16, and he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, anywhere in your body. All right, for that matter, inside your body. All right, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so you can't participate in that. And they feel like, some of these people feel like it's wicked to do that. And it is. It is a wicked thing to do that. Okay, here's where the things change. Now you may have already read this. You can go read into it for yourself. I'll scroll slowly as I'm speaking on it. All right, but as you look at these things, right, it is wicked, but this isn't solely how they're gonna do it. They're gonna use it to pressure you. All right, they're gonna pressure you into taking this thing. How? Because it won't be mandatory that you take it, but it'll be mandatory to reap the benefits in society, to participate in society. So you can do as you see in these movies, certain Black Mirror movies. I'm trying to think what other what's that one? Divergent movies. Okay, if you wasn't in the system and the factions or whatever, if in the Demolition Man movies like that, where you have an underground people living there that don't want to be a part of the system or aren't a part of the system, that's what you get. Okay, but what do they have to do? In every movie that you see this, they have to go rob and steal to get food, okay, just to live. Okay, and they can't come up and be a part of regular society. Now, how long can you live like that? A lot of people believe they'll be able to, I'm going to go out into the woods and I'm going to go off the grid and I'll be able to do this, and I got solar this, and I got, you know, water that, filtration, and, you know, all that sounds wonderful. It's good if you got that stuff. But that's not going to be the end-all be-all answer for you, okay? Because they're going to squeeze the hell out of the people that are they're trying to be in the system, that need to be in the system, all right? And there's a bunch of other stuff in there, okay? Yep, in Indiana, they're requiring, all right? So, to get to the point, let me get another scripture. All right, Revelation chapter 6, verse 5, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see, and I beheld, and lo, a black horse. Okay, there's the parable in Revelation, this vision of the black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right, what is that talking about? That's simply talking about a famine to come. Okay? That's talking about a famine. So if we're watching all of the prices of food skyrocket, and we're watching these food processing plants skyrocket, and these farms get burnt up and destroyed, and farmland getting destroyed, and GMOs on the rise, what do you think they're doing? They're controlling all of the food, okay? Because they're going to squeeze the people out with food. Now, here's another part that you people fail to realize. When you don't have all your chemicals that you eat, all your processed foods, all your fast foods, your sugars, your drugs, okay, which I named some of those drugs, sugars and nicotine and caffeine. If you don't have all these things, man, you're going to bug the hell out. You're not going to be able to function in society, all right? Which is going to force you to be, to get into this system, to lean upon this system, if you will. Right, now I'll use this one here, Isaiah 36, verse 6, because the people will be squeezed into submission, all right? even though this seems all fine and dandy to be illegal and make it a felony, that's all great. And this was back in February, right, middle of February. But that's all fine and great until the people are out there hungry and starving. And this is the only way that they can trust your health, and trust your identity and all these things. With all the financial banks collapsing, what do you think they're doing? They're setting up the digital currency to move upon this system. Okay? It says, Isaiah 36:6, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, as a cane, but it's a broken cane. Okay? It's a broken stick on Egypt, and it's showing you that Egypt was like a broken stick. It says, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. It will end up doing you more damage putting your trust and leaning on this place than it will good, trying to hold you up. Okay? That's the analogy, man. Okay? You take this man's CHIP, Charagma implant, and you're gonna be in worse trouble, man. Okay? Because you're gonna end up catching a hot missile with the Lord's fury within it. All right? As well as going through all these different things. You may have saved your life for the moment, but you lost. You may save your life, but you're gonna lose it in the long run. Okay, you think, oh, I'm eating and I'm doing good and I got a job and I'm this and that. But if you're not willing to give it up for the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, then man, you're gonna get destroyed, man. All right, it says, and pierce it, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. And there's now modern day pharaohs. Okay, the president of the United States is a pharaoh. The leaders of these countries are modern day pharaohs. Okay, all these ones that'll be offering this thing or making it mandatory that you have it. Hey, they're modern day pharaohs, man. Okay, so I just want to bring this out. Just want to make it real quick. It says some companies are said to have been controversially microchipping their employees in the U.S. Okay, and the article's very good, man. All right, so Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rachakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elder bishops and bishops of the great millstone who teach, guide, and rule well. Greetings, salutations, blessings, and much love unto you, hopeful elect out there. To the next one, Shalom.